What is up? 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 Party people, party people, party people. What is up? What is up? What is up, you guys? What is up with y'all today? Happy Sunday. Look at what I'm wearing, of course. Got a rep. Also, if you hear my cats, I'm sorry. But you gotta rep the Patty merch, the Party People merch. If y'all still haven't bought it, I've had a ton of orders, but if you still have not, I think this is like the last month that I'm gonna keep them up, and then they're just, I'm gonna take down the website, at least for a little bit. So if you want them, they're like 20 bucks, I think, with like shipping and taxes, maybe a little bit more for some people. But if you want them, or one, then you should go get them, or one. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday so far. This is just gonna be, honestly, some chill triggers, some like hangout vibes, because it's just Sunday for me. I'm, doing my thing, kind of chilling. I went for a 9-mile run this morning, so that was really good. I was wanting to explain the reason I've been kind of not as consistent again. I guess just one time, but it was like a pretty big gap between now and the last time that I uploaded. Is just because I started training again, like actually for something. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. I want to get one of those little ice cubes, whatever they're called. The ones that are like squishy. I don't remember what they're called. Nice cubes, that's what they're called. But I started training again for something. Visual, 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 visual. I started training for a marathon that I have in December, which is going to be awesome. If you hear that, that's my kitties trying to get into their feeder, because like one of them will play the ball up in there and try to get food out like that. And if he touches one of the little buttons, it says buttons locked. Like, because why would we want them getting in, My mustache is going everywhere. But yeah, I'm doing marathon training, so I'm up to 9 miles on my long run, which is good. It's only at the beginning, of course, but it felt good today. I was kind of down for a little bit because my shin splints came back, and I just dealt with those a lot in my last marathon. It kind of sucked, but one of my buddies, as I've talked about before, is a PT. A few of my buddies are, but one of them that I was talking to, he was like, just give it a few days. It could just be like, because you're ramping up training again. And so I did, and I did my long run today, and it felt really good. I don't have shin splints right now. A few hours later, I don't feel anything really that bad. So that was awesome. And as I've talked about in other videos, I'm trying to raise my cadence, and I ended with a average of 159 cadence, I think, which is way higher than my usual average. So that was great. Also, I finally have something to show you guys that I've been wanting to show y'all for a bit, but my mind has just not been letting me. Because basically I put these things, I wanted them to flatten because they came in the mail and they were a little bit messed up because of how the mailman put them in the mail. And so I wanted them to flatten, so I put them in a book. Well, I have this I have bad ADHD, and so people with ADHD, they have this weird relationship with object permanence, basically, I think is what it's called. There's maybe some other names for it, but basically it's like when you don't see something, it's pretty much non-existent, at least to me. I don't remember it being there unless it's out and about for me to remember. So I always leave stuff out because it's the next morning I want to be able to lay eyes on it and say, why is that sitting out? And then I want to be able to say, oh, it's because I had to bring it to work today, or I had to bring it to school, or whatever it might be. Well, these things were, they were in a book. So like as non-existent as you could make them in my mind, basically. But finally, the stars aligned where I'm making a video and I remembered them. Because sometimes I would remember them and be like, okay, remember this next time. Or sometimes I'd be making a video and completely forget them. And so the stars finally aligned. But an awesome follower made some really cool stickers that I've been wanting to show you guys. And she put them up on Redbubble. So she was like, put the link out there, anyone can buy them. Yeah, they're really cheap. They're just little stickers. So if you're interested, then by all means. If not, it's no like again, just like with the t-shirts, I'm not peddling these. I'm not trying to make a buck off of anything. It's just if you like them and if you want one, and if you maybe didn't have enough to spend on a full t-shirt, you could buy one of these for your water bottle or something. So this is the first one. It's just like a little simple round one that just says Patty ASMR, of course. So a little like light blue and really cool vibes. This one is my favorite one. So it's in this like Camp Rock style. It says like Patty ASMR. So that's cool. But both of those, you have to like commit, you know, like you're putting ASMR on something. So, as you all know, that's why I made these shirts just kind of like ambiguous, just because it's like, not everybody wants to do that. And so she also made one of the Party People logo. And this one's so cool. She like colored in a bunch of these things and it looks so awesome. So that's really cool, especially if you wanted like the shirt design, who was made by another awesome subscriber and pal of mine. So we're all just working together here. But yeah, if you wanted that, but you didn't want the shirt, then there you go. I think this would look so good on a water bottle. But yeah, that's the three. That is the three. Thumbnail. I'm just kidding. That's not how I do thumbnails. Like, you know how people do that in the middle of the video? They're like, all right, thumbnail. I don't even think my thumbnails like that. The way I'll let you in behind the curtain. So here's the curtain. Behind the curtain. We are now behind the curtain. To take you behind the curtain, I go into Snapchat and I just like set up, you know, like I always do, like either clicking or clacking or doing some, I don't know what pose to do. So I just end up usually just doing two thumbs. Let me know if y'all have any pose ideas. But yeah, I do like that. And then I like edit it and I put like ASMR in the top right corner. And then I put whatever the video was down in the bottom right corner. Or I switch it up a little bit every now and then, but that's the usual method behind the madness. Because I don't like leaving it up to chance of like, what's it gonna get in the video, you know? So anyways. But yeah, check her out. I'll leave the link in the description for these. Other than that though, been training a lot. Also, I'm on a volleyball league, so like a court volleyball league with some friends, and that's going really well. We had our first games last week and it was so much fun. Most fun volleyball games I've ever played in my whole life. Really was the most fun, and we were really good. I mean, it felt like we were really good. we were all getting kind of used to it again because it's been a while since we played. And I'm a hitter, so I was getting back used to that. And it was awesome because we had some other friends there who were from like upper leagues and stuff, and they were giving me tips on how to hit a ball and then like the run up and things like that. For me, when I played soccer, I was a goalkeeper. And so like goalkeepers, a lot of times, like, you know, on corner kicks, you got to jump up in the air and grab the ball, or like if it's going over your head, you got to like, you know, grab it. But you're usually like pretty stationary. And so when you jump kind of straight up most of the time, unless you're like diving or something. Well, in volleyball, it's kind of opposite because you want to have this run up and then this jump and then this like arc and then down, and you want to hit it, you know, before that. And so before, I think this game, I would always line up really close to the net. First of all, that helped me. It was easier to get blocks. And then second of all, just the hitting felt more natural. But when you do that, you can't get as good of a range of motion on your hits because you're liable to hit the net on your downswing. And so I would kind of use a lot of my wrist and just like snap it down and try to get more force and stuff. But then this guy was like, hey, start back at this line when you're doing your run up and jump before that, like jump way before, so that when you come down, you land right in front of the net and you hit further back. And that changed everything for me. Now, granted, I did start hitting the net a little bit more with my body because I just wasn't used to it. But once I get used to that and like kind of missing the net, I'll be golden. Man, I had a ton of really good kills, and some of them were just like hand to court, which if you're a volleyball person, you know there's no better feeling, except for maybe a really good block. There's no better feeling than just hand to court, no one touches it, it's just straight down. And so hand to court meaning like the volleyball hits your hand and then it doesn't hit anything else until it just hits the court, and it's an automatic point for non-volleyball people out there. Also, my passing and my sets were on a lot better, at least, than they usually are. So it was a really good time. It really was. I'll tell you what though, I did feel shin splints out there. Oh my gosh, that was killing me. So yeah, been a busy few weeks, 2 weeks. But I'm glad to be in here filming some again. It might be a pretty busy season for me this fall, just because I have a lot of trips and stuff, but I'll try my best to just keep up with, you know, the current schedule that we have, doing like once a week videos, and also trying to post on TikTok. If you notice, my last 2 TikTok videos are me in this exact same outfit. It's because they were made 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 13 minutes ago, because we're 13 minutes into the video. On my run today, I got through like some of the end chapters of Golden Sun, which is the second second book in the Red Rising series. And gosh, y'all, it is so good. I don't want to do any spoilers in case people are wanting to watch Red Rising. But if you have already read Red Rising, I mean, gosh, midway through that book, Fictioner, you know what I'm talking about. Ragnar, holy cow, you know what I'm talking about. Severo, of course, always. Classic Severo. Love him. Honestly, Victra is like moving up on my list. I really like her. So yeah, that's about where I'm at. Really cool stuff happening. At some point I might do one of those little like book. So Whispersoft ASMR does like book massaging and then talking about them. He writes his own books, which is it's such a flex. But then he'll massage them and like talk about them. And by massage, I mean like tapping on them, gripping them, like messing with the pages and stuff. And they're the best videos ever. So I might do that with one of the Red Rising books. And then people can choose like, hey, they want to watch, they know that there's going to be spoilers, but if not, they don't have to. So let me know if you'd like to see that. I posted on my community tab recently. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. My community tab doesn't always like push to a lot of people, is what I've noticed. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But you can hear little Wit in the background just meowing his butt off. But I linked an awesome creator on there who is also an artist, and she did a sketchbook like go through video, and it was really awesome. So go check that out. Give her some love. She's a new creator, but has been like a supporter for a really long time, which is super cool. And her art is really awesome. So go check her out. That's the last time I'll say it, because I talked about it in like a live stream, and then I talked about it in another post in the video, but it's just because I want her to get the hype she deserves, you know? And I want y'all to be able to see somebody that's really good. And so if YouTube's not gonna cooperate with my community post, then I'll just have to keep saying it. But go check her out. My most recent community tab post. So you go to my profile, and then you go to community tab, and then you go there, and it should say a big spiel, and then a video should be linked. And it should be a girl holding her sketchbook. By now, she's already done a second one. Second. So you can binge both of them and fall right to sleep. Unless you really like the drawings, then you won't be able to sleep, but that's all right. I don't actually know what type of, I think this is a hawk feather. A hawk died out in front of my neighborhood. It was very sad. I love raptors, they're awesome. So, sad day. Rest in peace, little raptor. But anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this lo-fi, just kind of hangout sesh. I know sometimes y'all appreciate those, so. Yeah, leave me a comment if you enjoyed this. Leave me a comment if you're just having a good day, or if you're not having a good day and you want to talk about it, let me know. Love hearing from you guys. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Bye, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.